John felt desperate. He needed money. He had lost his job. His family was hungry. One day, a stranger offered him a way out.
Use this charm, the stranger whispered. It will bring you money.
John, blinded by need, agreed. He didn't think about the consequences. He didn't care. He just wanted money. He took the charm. It felt cold and evil in his hand. John started using the charm. Money came easily. He found it on the street. He won small lotteries. But with each success, a coldness grew inside him. His heart felt heavy. His conscience whispered warnings, but John ignored them. He had money, and that's all that mattered, for now. John's family was happy at first. They had food on the table, they had new clothes. But the joy was short-lived. When John gave his children toys, the toys would disappear. His wife received a beautiful dress, but it vanished from her closet. The money brought misery instead of happiness. John tried to give money to his friends. He wanted to share his good fortune, but every time he gave something away, it would disappear. The money was cursed. John felt trapped. He had wealth, but he couldn't share it. He couldn't enjoy it. He was a prisoner of his own greed. One afternoon, John went to the grocery store. The shop owner, Mr. Smith, was a kind man. He always had a smile for his customers. He treated everyone with respect. Mr. Smith believed in God. He started each day with a prayer. He trusted in God's goodness. He believed in honest work, not shortcuts. John, filled with his usual greed, decided to use the charm at the grocery store. He wanted to get his groceries for free. He slipped the charm out of his pocket and whispered the words the stranger had taught him. He felt a surge of dark energy. He was sure the charm would work. He was wrong. Instead of the usual rush of power, John felt a burning pain. The charm grew hot in his hand. It pulsed with an evil light. People in the store gasped. They pointed at John. His clothes were disappearing. His shirt vanished, then his pants. He stood there in his underwear, humiliated and afraid.
His clothes, they're disappearing.
The power of God is stronger than any evil charm.
John, ashamed and scared, ran out of the store. He ran all the way home. The charm, still burning, fell from his hand and disappeared. John was left with nothing but his guilt and fear. When John reached home, things went from bad to worse. The furniture started to disappear. The table, the chairs, the bed, gone. His ill-gotten possessions vanished one by one.
No, this can't be happening.
John fell to his knees. He knew what he had to do. He had to confess his sins. He had to ask for forgiveness.
Please, God, forgive me. I admit my greed, my use of the evil charm. I beg for your forgiveness.
With tears streaming down his face, John cried out to God. As he prayed, a sense of peace slowly filled him. The fear and guilt started to lift. John knew he had a long way to go, but he also knew that God had given him a second chance. He had chosen faith over greed, and in doing so he found redemption.